Hello friends, welcome to Insights Again Initiative. In today's video, we are going to discuss about the topic that is related to citizenship. You know that students, Akshay Kumar recently, he renounced the Canadian citizenship and he acquired the Indian citizenship. In this context, we would like to go through the details regarding the citizenship and how it can be acquired and Citizenship Amendment Act, how citizenship can be terminated. Those are the provisions we are going to see. Now, let us see the syllabus mapping. This topic is related to normally UPSC Prelims, polity related, as well as in UPSC Mains point of view, it is related to General Studies paper 2, where this topic is much related to citizenship. You know that students, citizenship and its provisions are mentioned in the Indian Constitution from Article 5 to Article 11 in Part 2. Okay, so first let us go through the video components. In this video, we are going to discuss about why this particular issue is in news. I already explained, Akshay Kumar announced that he was renouncing the, of course he renounced the Canadian citizenship and he acquired the Indian citizenship. You know that if an Indian who is having the citizenship of other country, automatically his Indian citizenship will be lost. According to which article? Tell me students. Which article prohibits the dual citizenship? Tell me. So in this video we are going to discuss about what is the definition of citizenship and the constitutional provisions, that is that Article 5 to Article 11 we are going to discuss. Then Citizenship Act 1955, how many times it was amended and in which way you can get the citizenship according to Citizenship Amendment Act, and so how a person will lose the citizenship of India, what are the various ways through which a person can lose the citizenship of India. We are going to discuss about all these areas. So why it is in news? It is in news because the Bollywood actor Akshay Kumar announces that he was renouncing the Canadian citizenship and acquired the Indian citizenship. Okay. In yesterday video also, when I was explaining about the Komagatu Maru ship incident, the ship was bound to go to Vancouver, present in Canada. Okay, and Canada is very popular for uranium mining also. And tell me students, what are the Great Lakes? What are the Great Lakes present between the Canada and USA? You know that there are Great Lakes are present between Canada and USA. What are those 5 Great Lakes? Now let's see. First you have to understand what is the citizenship. You know students, citizenship. So the citizenship, you have to understand, citizenship is the one which binds the people are subjects with the state. It is a relationship between the people and state. By using citizenship, people will have certain obligation towards the state and state will also have certain obligation towards the people. Through citizenship, people will get certain rights also. Some constitutional rights, some political rights, certain kind of rights will also be given to the citizenship. You know students, if you are from the PSIR optional student, you know that Aristotle, if you look at here, Aristotle denied citizenship to women and slaves denied the citizenship, and children and old age people also. All these people were denied the citizenship. This is how you can interconnect the concepts. You know why they were denied citizenship? If you know the reason, tell me why they were denied the citizenship. Okay. Now let us see. Now you know that what the citizenship can do. Citizenship establishes the relationship between the individual as well as the state. According to citizenship, a person who is a citizen, obviously they consider as a citizen, and other than citizens, they are known as aliens. Okay, that means they are not belong to that particular country. You know that Aristotle was not a citizen of Athens. He was citizen of some other country, okay, some other city-state, Macedonia, where Alexander came from, Alexander the Great. Okay, now citizenship will give political as well as the civil rights, like I said earlier. Next, citizenship will be given in 2 ways. By birth, that means if you born in a particular area, particular son of the soil, that is known as just soil. And by, you know, like through blood relation, that is known as just sanguineous, through blood relations. Motilal Nehru Committee in 1928, in yesterday video I told you, when Simon Commission visited India, at that time Birkenwood challenged Indians whether we can make our own constitution or not. In response to that, we drafted the Motilal Nehru Committee, and in the Motilal Nehru Committee also, we supported only the citizenship through just by soil, but not just by sanguineous, because the citizenship through blood relation, it may towards the racial discrimination. To avoid that kind of image, we went for just by soil rather than the just by sanguines. Next, citizenship. It present in the union list. That means Parliament can make a law. It present citizenship related provisions. They are present in Part 2 from Article 5 to Article 11. Only Parliament can make laws exclusively. States cannot make laws. And Indian Constitution does not define what is the citizenship means. And students, our Indian Constitution implemented from 26 January 1950. But some provisions, they immediately started implemented from 26 November, the day when we adopted. One of such provision was citizenship. Citizenship was implemented from 26th November 1949 itself. Okay, that you have to understand in examination point of view. Now let's see from Article 5 to Article 11 easily. So what these articles are going to describe. Article 5. Article 5 is saying that at the time of Constitution commencement, that means at the time of 26th November 1949, a person who is domiciled, that means who is a permanent resident of India, plus if the person was born in India, or like either of his parents born in India, or a person who is ordinarily resided in India for more than 5 years. That means a domicile plus any of these one condition. If the person satisfied, then the person will given the Indian citizenship according to Article 5. Very, very important. Now, let's see Article 6. Article 6 is related to people who migrated from Pakistan to India. During the partition. This Pakistan means it may be the East Pakistan or West Pakistan. Now see, anyone who migrated to India before 19th July 1949, they'll automatically become Indian citizens if either of their parents or grandparents they're born in India. And people who came after this July 1949, they have to register themselves by following certain conditions. So this article exclusively related to people who came from Pakistan to India. Article 6. Next, Article 7. Article 7 is about persons who went from India to Pakistan and if they want to come back to India again. Okay, a person who has been left India after 1st March 1947, they shall not be citizen of India. And if they want to come back again, they have to fulfill certain conditions, then only they can be considered as Indian citizens. This is about people who migrated from India to Pakistan, and here the cutoff date is 1st March 1947. Next, Article 8. Article 8 is about person of Indian origin who are living outside of India at the time of 26 November 1949. For them, how the citizenship will be given? For them, either of their parents or grandparents, they must be born in India, and they could register themselves as Indian citizenship within Indian diplomatic mission. That means at the time of 26 November 1949, if the person don't have any citizenship of India, but their parents or grandparents born in India, then they can get the Indian citizenship by registering their details with the Indian diplomatic office. This is exclusively related to person of Indian origin who were living outside of India at the time of 26 November 1949. Then Article 9. Article 9 is completely prohibiting, or abolishing the dual citizenship. That means if a person who is acquiring the citizenship of other country voluntarily, then their Indian citizenship will be lost. That is about Article 9. Next, Article 10. If a person is already citizen of India by the time of 26 November 1949, they will continue to be Indian citizenship subjected to the Parliament law. That is about the Article 10, continuation of citizenship rights. Then Article 11. Article 11 is saying that regarding the citizenship and citizenship law, only Parliament can make laws. State assemblies cannot make law, of course, because it is coming under the union list. This is about Article 5 to Article 11. So, detailed and comprehensive and quick overview from Article 5 to Article 11. Next, students, Article 11 clearly saying that Parliament can make law on the citizenship. By using those powers, Indian Parliament has enacted the Citizenship Act 1955. The Citizenship Act 1955, it was amended 4 times. 1986, 2003, 2005, 2015, 5 times, and 2019. The 2019 Citizenship Amendment Act, it was become controversial because it started giving citizenship based on the religion. Actually, in India, according to the Citizenship Act 1955, citizenship will be given under following grounds. Indian, Citizenship Act, Indian Citizenship Act 1955. According to this, a person will be given citizenship. A person will be given citizenship based on these grounds, based on birth, okay, based on birth, or by register themselves through registration, and acquisition of property. If Indian government acquired any property, people living in that area, acquisition. Then naturalization, exceptional talent, naturalization, or through descent, any of their parents or one of their parents are Indians. Through in these ways, a person can get citizenship according to the, like Citizenship Act 1955. Now let us see all these various categories. Under these categories, how a person will get the citizenship of India. First, by birth. Here, there are certain dates are there, cut-off dates you have to remember. No way, no other alternative way. A person born in India between January 26, 1950 and 1st July 1987. A person who is born in India in between these days, they'll automatically become citizen of India irrespective of their parents' nationality. That is the first condition. Then, the first condition is irrespective of your parents, you will be Indian. The second condition will be, later we modified that one of your parents should be Indian. Then later we modified that both parents should be Indians. Now see, the second, from 1st July 1987 to December 2004. Okay, 2nd December 2004. Between these, if anyone born in India, at least either of their parent should be a citizen of India at that time of their birth. Next, then a person who born in India after 3rd December 2004, in this condition, both the parents must be, citizen of India, or at least one parent must be citizen and other parent must not be a citizen of India in an illegal way. So these are the conditions to get citizenship by birth. Next, citizenship by registration. A person of Indian origin who has been a resident of India for 7 years, okay, they must be, citizen of, ordinary resident of India 7 years before the registration. Second condition, or a person of Indian origin who is resident of any country outside of undivided India. Undivided India, that means they should have not lived either in the erstwhile India such as Pakistan or Bangladesh. Okay, a person of Indian origin who is resident of any country outside of undivided India, and they must be ordinary resident for how many years? 7 years in India. And a person who is married to Indian citizenship and they are living ordinarily in India for how many years? 7 years before the registration. Are the minor children who belong to the citizens of India and they were born in outside of India, they are minor children. All these people, they can get the citizenship of India by registration. Next, by descent. Actually, this was so gender discriminatory in nature. Initially, only to get the citizenship of India, father must be Indian. Later, we modified the law and we modified in such a manner that either the father or mother can be Indian. Let's see. Initially, a person born outside of India between 26 January 1950, after 26 January 1950, they will become Indian citizen by descent if their father is a citizen of India. Very, very important. That means even though the mother is Indian citizen and father is other country, that kid cannot get the citizenship of India. But later, because of this gender discrimination in nature, we changed that a person who born after 10th December 1992 and before 3rd December 2004, either of their parents, it can be mother or it can be father, they must be citizen of India. Then they will get the citizenship of India through descent. Next, if a person born outside of India after 3rd December 2004, then either of his parents, they must declare that their son or daughter is not having passport of any other country and their birth must be registered with Indian diplomat within how many years? Within 1 year. In the third condition, one of the parent must be Indian and the birth must be registered with Indian diplomat within 1 year of the birth, and they should also give a declaration that minor children is not having any passports of any other country. This is about registration through descent. Next, naturalization. Through naturalization, normally a person who is expert in the area of qualification related to third schedule, they can apply for the citizenship through naturalization. For this, the person must be an ordinary resident of India for 12 years, one complete year before the date of registration, and previous 11 years they must living in India. This is a citizenship through naturalization. These are the various ways a person can get the citizenship. And finally, incorporation of territory. If India occupies or acquired any territory, and government can make law in such a manner that the people who are living in that area also, they'll become citizen of India. Best example, when Sikkim, part of India, Goa, Daman Diu, Dadra Nagar Haveli, Puducherry, when they became part of India, the people who are living in there, they also became Indians. This was through the incorporation of territory. And India don't provide the dual citizenship, like I said earlier. And a person, if he is getting citizenship either through registration or through naturalization, they must perform the oath of loyalty that they will be loyal to the Indian Constitution and they will not do anything against the India's sovereignty and security. Next, loss of citizenship. The Citizenship Act 1955 is also clearly saying that a person can lose the citizenship of India in three ways: renunciation, termination, deprivation. Renunciation means voluntarily giving up the citizenship of India. Termination, when you are acquiring the citizenship of other country, your Indian citizenship will be terminated. And deprivation, it is done by the government of India. Let's see what are these three conditions. Renunciation, when a person is at his full age and capacity, that means a major person, when he is giving voluntarily declaration that he is acquiring the citizenship of other country, then his Indian citizenship will be so completely renounced. His minor children's citizenship also will be lost. Those children, after they attain the majority, if they want, they can get the Indian citizenship. Very, very important. Next, termination. When a person voluntarily acquires the citizenship of another country, then they will lose their Indian citizenship will be terminated. Akshay Kumar actually acquired the citizenship of Canada and his Indian citizenship was terminated. Now again, he got his citizenship back by applying for the Indian citizenship. And here you have to understand, this provision is not applicable during the war condition, because during the war conditions, sometimes you will be pressurized to to take the citizenship of other country. So this is not applicable during the war situation. Next, deprivation. During these conditions, our government of India will deprive a person's Indian citizenship. In which condition? If a person got citizenship by fraud, or if someone is not loyal to the constitution, or communicated in a wrongful manner to the enemy country, or after getting citizenship either through registration or naturalization within 5 years, if a person is convicted for 2 years or more, then his citizenship will be revoked. And finally, if a person is continuously living outside of India for more than 7 years, in this condition also, of course, this is subjected to certain laws. In all these conditions, government of India can revoke a person's citizenship. Yesterday's video question: the draft of the Quit India resolution was prepared by? Who prepared the draft of the Quit India resolution? Jawaharlal Nehru. Next, who was a viceroy during the second roundtable conference? Lord Wellington. Next, who set up the Swadesh Bandh Samiti to propagate the Swadeshi movement? This was about the Ashwini Kumar Dutt. Now let's see today's video question. Okay, today's video questions, friends. Let's see which article of the Indian Constitution deals with the rights of citizenship of certain persons of Indian origin residing outside of India. Okay, so which article deals with the Indian persons of Indian origin who are living outside of India? Which article? Next, mains question: Citizenship Amendment Act 2019, it get into conflict with India's constitutional values and poses a challenge to internal security and foreign policy. Discuss in which way it is going to affect the foreign policy as well as it is going to affect the constitutional values and internal security of the country. Try to answer this question. As we reach to the end of this video, we will revise quickly. This video topic is about Akshay Kumar renouncing the Canadian citizenship and acquired the Indian citizenship. In this context, I explained you various provisions related to citizenship and how a person can get the citizenship through Citizenship Act 1955 and in which ways citizenship can be lost also I explained. This is the detailed analysis regarding the citizenship.